You never finish what you start. So I'll tell you exactly why in under a minute. Everything starts as stimulus. Stimulus is anything that you can respond or react to. When you go to start doing a new healthy habit without doing this very important step that I'll tell you in a second, you're not giving your nervous system any data that it can use to interpret this new stimulus that you're experiencing. The reason why you stop is because the new behavior gets stuck here in the interpretation stage that your nervous system uses to determine whether a stimulus is regulatory, comfortable, or safe for you to do, or dysregulatory, which is unfamiliar and not safe for you to do. So because you haven't done the missing step, your nervous system has no meaning to assign to the new behavior. So after your motivation high wears off, and understand that those first couple of days when you're consistent, that is all conscious willpower. That is unsustainable for long-term results because your nervous system will always default back to your dominant identity. Because your dominant identity consists of very, very strong neural pathways and default interpretations through past emotional memory and beliefs that you've adopted in your past when you unconsciously decided what that stimulus meant about you, your safety, and your future. So in order to override your dominant identity, you need to create positive, emotionally charged experiences with the new behavior you're trying to be consistent with. When you learn how to make new behaviors feel not like a threat in your body first, and you start this process by creating meaning for the new behavior. Why do you really want to start going to the gym? Because going to the gym just to get thick is not a good enough reason. Why? Because it's externally validated. You are going for a result, but the result takes a long time. So you won't be able to make it through to get to the result because you can't get through this full cycle loop. This will not work because when you leave the gym and when you're still not thick, your body is going to be like, well, we're not thick, so what's the point of us doing this? You will default to avoidance because your perceived meaning of going to the gym is that you don't get results. So in order for you to regulate, you will default back to what you normally do instead of going to the gym, which is probably ordering food and watching TV. What I strongly recommend for you to do is for you to figure out exactly why you are trying to be consistent with this new thing. And I want you to pair that with a very strong emotional bonding experience with this new behavior after you found your meaning for doing so. This is exactly what I guide you through how to do in my Nervous System Factory Reset program. The link is in my bio to get started.